What's going on, everybody? Unknown Soldier, and check out what I got. The Ultra SWAT RFT, 25% more XP per kill. Ready to go beat some lobbies. And then I get a bunch of stickers and some rerolls, and I get a couple of skins. And I kind of expect nothing less at this point from Treyarch and these supply drops. But thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Once again, big shout out to Thunder for allowing me to be on TSG for the third time. In the background, you see some Elevation solo TDM. I'm running my man Ajax, and I'm going to be talking about 2 or 3 things in the video. The first thing I'm going to talk about is how I play this map and the setup that I'm using. The second thing is I got into league play, and I played a little bit yesterday, and I've got a funny story and just my initial thoughts of league play. And the last thing is a couple of tips and tricks that I've learned along the way to pass along to some novice players, some guys trying to come up in the ranks and be the big fish in the little pond, become those lobby slayers. Just, you know, I'm a big advocate of learn from whoever you can. Don't be too proud, you know, to watch certain people play in different play styles. So I'll just give a little bit of wisdom that I've learned along the way if you're trying to get better. So how I play Elevation. I am running this SWAT RFT Ultra for the first time. I'm running the suppressor, red dot, extended mag, and quick draw. And what I like to do on Elevation is I like to come to the right side like I am here, and I like to play the media in the long game, especially if I'm using an AR. The spawns flip so frequently in this match, and you're going to see. Literally, I've been in that spot for 10 seconds. I turn around and run the other way, the whole team's spawning behind me. So it's a constant back and forth. I go to my spot on the right, and then I go to the other side. And this is why I run Ajax. Because if you're not running tac mask, when your hand goes up, your butt goes down. And that's just the way it is. I mean, there's nothing you can do. You're mine. And these guys keep coming up the right side. And you know, they're getting frustrated. You're going to see them. They actually were talking some pretty good smack in the lobby. But I told them, I was like, look, stop coming up the right side. That's all you have to do. If you're tired of dying like this guy right here, stop coming up the right side. Go somewhere else. And guess what? I'll be somewhere else waiting for you there. Or I'm going to pick up a Spitfire like I do here in a second, and then I'm going to push you. And I really play to whatever weapon I'm using and the specialist. My whole game is built around awareness. Being in the right place at the right time goes a long way in this game. These guys don't learn. They keep coming up the right side. They get flashed. They're not wearing tac masks. There's nothing they can do. I mean, really, there's nothing they can do. And at this point, boom, spawns have already flipped again. I'm almost in my spawn, and it's still flipping. I mean, the spawns are chaotic in this game, especially on this map. And now I know why a lot of people don't play the map, because as soon as it comes up in the rotation, they back out the lobby or they go for a different map. It's very, very hard to push a group of 3 or 4 people with a suppressed AR in this game. The way the 150 health model is, I mean, like Thunder says, you get jumped by the whole family. It's very, very hard to come out on top of that. This is what I do. I keep going back to my spot right here. All my teammates are on the other side of the map, and that's good for me. I don't want to be around my teammates, especially what I call the blueberries. The blueberries get you killed. And you can hear them over there popping off. They're not using suppressed weapons. They're all bunched up, and that's what you don't want to do in this game. And I just keep coming back and forth to the spawn, and it works out. I think I go 40-1 in this game. I take a bad death. I don't know how I die. It should have been flawless, but it is what it is. It's Call of Duty. So this is how I play Elevation. And when I do pull out the shield, you'll see me push the engagement, and I do pick up a Spitfire here in a second, and then I'll go in and rush around the building. But let's talk about league play. So, funny story that I'll get to here in a second with league play, but I do have one tip for you people who are going against Ajax. If you want to take out Ajax, all you have to do is hit him point blank with a rocket. Get the Helion, shoot him one time. I promise you, if you hit him dead center, he will die even with full health. You know who else dies? These 4 noobs right here with this quad Hellstorm. But I learned that the hard way. I was running Ajax, and a guy shot me point blank. He actually panicked, rocketed me. He was shooting a UAV, and then he saw me and just, I don't know, he just shot me. I just fell over, and I almost dropped my controller because I was like, what? I died that fast? I mean, even with full health, doesn't matter. One rocket, you'll take out the shield. So let's talk about league play. So I got into league play with a couple of friends of mine, and we were playing, you know, search and destroy and the Slayer type games, and we were just destroying people. Kind of like this attack chopper right here destroying the lobby right now. I mean, we were destroying people. It wasn't even funny. And I was like laughing. I was like, man, this is where all the sweats go. This is what it's like. I mean, and then I got cocky, and then what happened? They threw us in a match of hardpoint on Seaside. and we got into a situation that is not very fun. You know, not fun for me. But we got into a well-organized team, and when I mean well-organized, I mean they had a roamer, they had people who held the hard point, they had people who were slayers. That each person had a specific job in their little meta game or whatever, and we were just playing with a bunch of pub stompers. I mean, that was my team. We're just kill farming. So any kind of game mode that evolved around us just getting kills, we were destroying people. But when it came to playing strategically as far as when to go to the hard point, when not to, man, we got destroyed. I don't even know what the score was, but I think I had like 50 seconds on the hard point, and I was like, I almost had that many kills, and I was like, I almost have as many kills as I do seconds on the hard point. And we're getting beat by 150 points. It just goes to show you, it's not all about getting kills. I mean, if you're going to play other game modes, I typically play Dom or TDM or Kill Confirm. Those are my 3 game modes. And it's simple. Go kill the other person. That's all you got to do. Go get as many kills as humanly possible, and you'll win the game. And it didn't work out. It was tough. So I have a little bit more respect for those MLG guys after what happened to us on League Play. And step 1, if you want to become a better player, don't do what those guys just did. You bunch up together and you run down. You get caught with your hands behind your back, the shield's bearing down on you, there's nothing you can do. So some other things that I've learned along my way in Call of Duty, and look at the recoil. I can definitely tell that they they nerfed the recoil of the Spitfire. My aim's not that bad, but it kicks like a mule now. But here are a couple of things that I've learned along my time in Call of Duty that can help the beginning players. Number 1, play with at least 2 or 3 people on your team. And I don't know how I die right there. But play with at least 1 to 3 people as a party. If you're trying to get kills, 3 seems to be the sweet spot. If you play with more than 3 people in your party, there's not enough kills to go around, basically. And you're going to go 15 and 5 or 15 and 2 or whatever. And that's not fun. I mean, the goal is to get as many kills as possible. So playing with 3 players seems to be the sweet spot. The next thing, get yourself a headset, even if it's a cheap one. Even if you got to go on Amazon and buy used Astros or whatever. I'm telling you, awareness is key in this game. My whole game is built around it. The more you can hear, the more you know. Intelligence is the key. So go buy a cheap headset. And the next thing, you're already doing it if you're watching this video. Watch YouTube videos. Watch some of Thunder's videos. Watch some of the TSG guys. Watch how they play the map. It might be different than you, and you might have a learning curve. But try out different styles and find one, that hits the sweet spot. For me, it's play, reserve when you have to and rush when you have to. Be able to do a little bit of everything. But this is Unknown Soldier, guys. Big thanks to Thunder. Come by and check out the channel. Subscribe if you like the video, if you like other content like this. I'll see you on the next one. See ya.